out the sun, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of that today before we get to a little bit of this. So the warning is Wayne, Monroe, and Washington, or Lenawee County, excuse me. This is where the 4 to 7 inch thing. I think they'll be a lot harder to get to 7 in Lenawee County than in Monroe and the downriver communities of Wayne. I don't think we'll get to 7 in the city as well, but that's where the warnings are. It starts at 5 a.m. because it's coming in from the south, goes to 8 p.m. Now you see the advisories are for everybody else. Generally we'll be in this 4 to 6 range. I'll show you some totals and explain how it works from east to west here. That kicks in at 7 a.m. for everybody except St. Clair County and Sanilac County. You get started at 10 a.m. with the advisory. The whole point, of course, is that it's coming in from the southwest, so it takes longer to get to the northeast. Here's our window of some sunshine. It's starting to close, though, as we get later in the day, and there's all the moisture sitting down here from Dallas to Memphis, and you can kind of see the streak of counties that are all filled up with winter warnings, including our southern counties here as well. So here's an idea of how this looks. A very large storm, a lot of moisture to deal with, and we're going to be on the cold side. So here's 5 a.m. just coming across the border, getting started in our southern counties. By 10 a.m. everybody's in the snow, and I think around noon through the late afternoon, early evening hours till about 6 o'clock is when the heaviest snow is coming down at its fastest pace. And as the center of this thing moves closer toward Buffalo, pulls the moisture out as we get later in the evening and overnight. So here's a look at what's going on now. This is very similar to what I showed you yesterday, that a lot of us are covered by the 4 to 6 inch range. This is all day Wednesday plus Wednesday night. I think it's probably done between 10 p.m. and midnight. The fringe areas here, northern Sanilac County, northwest Lapeer County, over in northwest Livingston County, you're probably in the 3 to 5. Generally, when you look at these ranges, the heavier amounts will be east and the lighter amounts will be west. There's a lot of variability when a storm comes through like this, but the best chance to get to 7 will be the downriver communities just south of Detroit through Monroe County. Again, yesterday I thought maybe Lenawee County kind of pulling some of that out, so you're still probably in the 4 to 6. So if you've got to think one range, it's 4 to 6 across the area, widespread. It starts light in the morning coming from the southwest, heavier in the afternoon, and travel gets worse as the day goes along. Tonight we're down to 29, mostly cloudy skies, but that snow creeping in from the southwest of Detroit late. 34 tomorrow, snow all day, heaviest in the afternoon. The wind's blowing a little bit as well. And so I think at the end of the day it gets a little fluffier, but generally this will be a pretty wet and sticky, heavier snow to shovel and push around. Chris?